Happy New Year.
Minaj songs, I'm sorry. I had to wake you up a little bit.
No, I needed it this morning. Thank you. Ooh, I needed that little burst of energy. Happy New Year. Welcome, everybody, to this week's Java with Jen and Jess. We're so excited to be back and start off 2021.
Yes, thank goodness. Hallelujah. Amen. Happy New Year. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited to see your face.
I know. I feel like it has been forever because you like to stay inside, which is great.
That's okay. That coming out party's coming real soon.
It's gonna be a good one. So, as we have teased today, we are going to be talking Clubhouse. I'm sure if you're on social media, unless you've been living under a rock or, sorry, Jess, have an Android, you have heard the new buzzword on social media, Clubhouse. So with us today is got Lori LaCoppola and Stephen Burke. They have pretty much mastered Clubhouse in a short amount of time. So excited to bring them on later on and get some tips and tricks and learn all about this new app. But first, let's jump into it. What's the tea?
So what is going on? Tell us.
Yes. Justin Combs, Diddy's son, was arrested recently on the water. So he wanted to party, but he didn't obey Miami's rules of the water. Apparently they're strict down there. So he ended up getting ticketed. I'm sorry, not arrested. He got ticketed. My bad. Ticketed and towed away from the party. Miami Beach police tells us Diddy's son got busted for operating a jet ski more than 30 minutes after sunset Monday night on Biscayne Bay. And to make matters worse, we're told he nor two passengers riding with him were wearing life jackets. Yes, both of those passengers were females. Apparently, they were heading to a yacht party off of Star Island. We don't know if he was able to make it out there or not, or if they had to party on land.
Okay, can I just say something? Shark. I would be petrified. Okay, when the sun goes down, you're not supposed to be in the water. I'm just being honest. Okay, so he's lucky to be alive.
Well, okay.
Yes. Yes.
Poor kids.
So I have something that's really crazy right now. Soon to be First Lady Jill Biden will be taking over the East Wing of the White House soon, and she and her team will be treated to upgraded facilities. According to federal procurement docs, okay, this is crazy. They will be dropping a little more than $1.2 million on restroom renovations. So I guess they are going to protect us and, redo all of that, right? So it's totally not clear what the job will entail. It's simply listed as EW restroom refresh. It's so crazy. So is slated to be completed by mid-May, which that's crazy. Like to have that long of a period of time to do restroom renovations. That's awesome.
That's 1.2 million. I'm sure they got tons of toilets they've got to swap out.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about it though. I don't think I want to
not one or two bathrooms. Yeah, right. And then and with the hefty price tag for a bathroom refresh, along with the $127,000 deep cleaning for Biden's arrival. So looks like they're just getting a clean sweep in there.
Starting off with a clean slate, literally.
Literally.
All right.
So what's going on this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend. So I'm kind of excited for this new place that has just opened up. It's a dueling piano bar. So that's great. Tampa's needed one. We had one a while back, and obviously it shut down. So it's exciting now. We got another one. It's open in Ybor. It's called Show Bar. It's at 1613 7th Avenue. It's a new casual joint to hear live piano, enjoy drinks, and some nachos. Hopefully they have more than just nachos, but the space is huge, 8,000 square feet. It's got indoor and outdoor seating. And they are open Thursdays through Saturdays starting at 7 o'clock, and you can make reservations. So I'm excited to check that out.
Totally awesome place. Can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah, I love dueling piano bars. They're so much fun.
Are you going to go visit this weekend?
I just might.
All right. Well, keep us in the loop on that. I'm excited to hear all about that. Now, for those of you that go to St. Pete for the weekend, you might want to just stay in Tampa and go to the Show Bar because 275 travel lanes on the Howard Franklin Bridge will temporarily shut down. The full close will start January 9th? I'm sorry, January 9th, 8 p.m. until noon, January 10th. So just look out for that and then take alternate routes.
Yeah, no partying in St. Pete tonight. What's going on with our Bucks, Jess?
Oh, what is not going on with our Bucks? They are so amazing right now. We are 11-5. We play tomorrow at Washington against the Washington football team. And it's going to be an 8:15 game. So get your drinks and get your nachos because it should be an amazing game. We are going to destroy Washington. I'm just saying. So very excited about that.
Fingers crossed. Go Bucks. We're pulling for you.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
what's brewing? Let's talk a little bit of real estate. I got a little bit of celebrity real estate for you. Meghan Trainor dropped $6.6 million for an Encino compound. Zac Efron is selling his LA mansion for $5.9 million. He bought it in 2013 for $4 million. So just think about it. 2013, he was 26 years old, bought it for $4 million. And then Tom Brady and Giselle, I feel like we talk about them all the time here, and they just can't decide where they want to live. But they have their $37 million New York apartment, and they are on their way to Miami.
Amazing. Well, I mean, with the Brady's, I'm sure that they could probably live in multiple places.
If they just make up their mind, they want to
local,
it'd be great.
Right. So as far as local, we have Tampa here. It remains one of the most expensive housing markets in the U.S., despite a small improvement in home affordability, according to a new report. But we remain top 30 most expensive cities in the nation. Tampa ranked as the 29th most expensive housing market, an improvement of 2 spots from number 27 in last month's report. That's crazy. A homeowner in Tampa spends about 42.4% of their income on home ownership. So
wow.
just let you know how extremely crazy it is to live in Tampa. So, but at the end of the day, it's still hot and we're still closing loans, right?
We are. It's still affordable, which is great. Hopefully we get a nice, keep it at a happy balance.
Exactly.
So this is kind of a staple in Tampa. You know, Macy's there in South Tampa, the big distribution furniture center.
Yep.
Handy. They have sold. They sold to a California-based LBA Realty for $32 million. Closed late December. Cushman and Wakefield actually was the listing agents on that, and they represented Macy's in the sale. They, according to the marketing materials, it's a conceptual mixed-use redevelopment that could include up to 900 multifamily units, retail, office space. Sounds great. However, Macy's is saying they are going to operate under a new lease with the new owners without interruption of business. And they quote, "Our colleagues at Macy's Gandy Furniture Gallery look forward to continuing to serve its customers." So something to watch out for and see if we're going to have new development or if they're going to stick around.
Interesting. So what's stirring up around Tampa right now?
We got Churroholic, an elevated churro concept is officially opens today in Tampa. It's going to be at 13030 North Del Mabry Highway. I don't know about you, but I love churros. The Churroholic Cafe dishes out the tastiest churros in the States, and they're offering 20% off orders to celebrate their grand opening. So it might be a little fun treat today. A funny thing is one of their churros is going to have Fruity Pebbles. So I don't know what it is with Fruity Pebbles lately, but I feel like everybody is putting them on something.
Yeah, donuts, bagels, like everything.
Everything. So yeah. Fruity Pebbles is banking right now. I might want to buy stock in that. That one. And speaking of holics, there's another, and it's also cereal. So if you love cereal, you're going to want to check out Cerealholic Cafe and Bar, located in Ybor on 15th. They have cereal-infused menu with milkshakes, craft beers, and more. Only question I have is, do you pour the milk first or the cereal? But they're open late night, so maybe after checking out the piano bar, you can hop over and have a bowl of cereal.
Why wasn't this around in my 20s? This is crazy. That would have been amazing.
There's us, like our age is now like developing, we're trying to bring our teenage years back.
It's crazy. I mean, what was just nothing better than coming home after you went out and you would open up a box of cereal and just chow. Mm-hmm. I mean, now you can do it while you're out.
It's the only time I would ever drink milk. I'm not a milk drinker. So literally I'd have to have cereal in order to get my, my milk.
I would agree with that statement too. I was saying. So
So
we
before we
also
get
have,
into Clubhouse, what do you got?
so there is 2 new food concepts. They're coming to Sparkman's Wharf. Just when you think Sparkman's Wharf cannot do enough as far as dining experience, we have Ybor City Restaurant 7th and Grove, which was nominated or awarded one of Best on the Bay, right? With the creative loafing or something, right?
Yeah.
Great. Definitely Black owned, so we're excited about that. They are bringing their restaurant to Sparkman's Wharf, and they're planning to take over a shipping container in the dining garden, according to a January 1st Facebook post. So go out there. It's an amazing restaurant, great food. We also have Murph's Barbecue that's also going out there, and the menu will include 12-hour smoked brisket. I don't know about you, but brisket is the bomb. Tender pulled pork, charcoal roasted chicken, along with scratch-made macaroni and cheese. We'll see about that. I'm a mac and cheese
Me too.
expert. We'll see about that.
Me too. I have to go try that.
Right. And some fresh seasonal sides. So excited about that good food. Check it out this weekend.
Awesome. Well, without further ado, let's bring on today's guest, Lori and Steven. Good morning.
Hey.
So let's talk Clubhouse. So like we said in the beginning, it's kind of the new buzzword going around social media. I know everybody's probably seen the add me, here's my username, follow me. Guilty as of that as well. But what is it? What is it about for those that are, like I said, Android users? Because correct me if I'm wrong, it's only open to iPhone users right now.
I'm guilty. I'm an Android user. Sorry.
Yes. As the decision switches like a couple months ago, and then the hottest new app comes out, and it's only for iPhone users, which you can't participate. So that's what you get, karma. But so tell us about it. What have you guys like? Obviously you both are on it. What have you gotten from it so far?
So for me, it reminds me, hi, well, first of all, hi, thank you for having us. So for me, it reminds me of kind of the old days back with AOL. Like, so it's a bunch of rooms that you go into, but they're all kind of like educational and conversational. So that's kind of what it reminds me of. I've been on it now a little over a week, and I tell you, I have it on all day long. Driving in my car, I'm in a room. I'm getting ready for work, I'm in a room. I'm sitting here at night, I got the TV down, and I'm listening in a room. And it's just amazing how many like little nuggets and information that you can get from people you may never been able to hear or speak to. So it's definitely super cool.
Steven, what about you?
Yeah, so for me, it's more of like an interactive podcast is the way I describe it. Almost.
Well, you're young, you don't know about AOL rooms.
So I mean, I guess it's like AOL, like chat rooms, but it's more it's through voice, and so it's kind of cool because with everything kind of going on, it's really a positive outlet where you don't want to turn on the media and the news and everything going on in social media. It's a really cool platform that's very positive and uplifting for other people. And it kind of gives me a different perspective on what's going on in different things. So it's not just real estate related. It's about all these experts who are great at what they do, just giving everything that they know. And you can ask, like I was in a room with Grant Cardone, and you hit a button and you raise your hand virtually, and then he calls on you and you can literally interview Grant Cardone. It's so crazy. And it's a really, really great thing to have, especially when you're building your business or starting out, or you're at a weird point. Listening to other people overcome their obstacles has really been helpful in my business.
To interject for anybody who is watching, if you have a question for on Clubhouse that you would like to try to get answered, feel free to type it in the chat box, and hopefully Lori and Steven will know the answer. So I have a question. The invites. Apparently you have to be invited to get in. Mm-hmm. So it makes it kind of exclusive. So I'm still hanging on to my invite because I am determined to give it to JLo. If anybody wants to share this with her, please, by all means. I noticed she's not on yet unless she's
Your love cost a thing, honey. Your love cost a thing for that invite.
I will gladly give it to her and have my name on the bottom of her page forever. So have you guys, but I also know that you can earn, if you will, more invites to give out. So what have you guys experienced with that? How do you earn those extra invites?
You earn invites by being engaging into and participating in the app. So I was invited by someone, and then the more that I engage, the more rooms that I'm in, the more conversations I'm having. I'm not really sure the exact algorithm of how it works logistically, but you just end up getting some invites and you pass them along to other people. Kind of have to be careful because who you invite, because like you said, Jen, your name gets attached to that person. So you want to be kind of careful of who you pick and choose and who you want to brand yourself under. But I mean, it's a really cool concept. I'm just kind of curious to see how they're going to monetize on it. Right now it's a free platform, so it's free to join, free to invite people, but just trying to see, how they're going to monetize on it in the future.
Yeah.
Is there any ads or anything like that going on? Paid ads?
No, I kind of there's been speculation in some of the rooms that I've been in that the speakers, you pay to go to that 10 times event with Grant Cardone or whatever. Mm-hmm. You may have to pay some type of fee to go into a room with him, or you may have to pay a fee for an expert panel. So that's been some of the stuff that I've just rumors. I don't have anything to back it up with, but it'll be interesting to see if Facebook or someone acquires this and see what they do with it.
My number one question is for all the Samsung people that are, just trying to be cool enough to get into a clubhouse. Is there any discussion of, what that looks like or anything? I mean, I know it's in testing mode and all of that, but is there any rumor?
I mean, I think I've read or heard that it is going to be open in other avenues. You'll be able to download it on your computer. Right now, it's literally just the iPhone app. But they are saying that they're working on getting it available for everybody. But again, they haven't given a time frame on that. So I'm not really sure how or when. But yeah, that's all I've heard.
So
maybe I'm going to have my own clubhouse.
Rebecca has a question for you guys. She says, how do you talk? A presenter said something to me on a room and I did not know how to reply.
Great question.
Go ahead, Steven. You can get this one.
Okay. So you have there's a panel of speakers in each room. So everyone else is muted if you're not in the panel. So the person that's on the panel, if she asks a question and they have to reach out to her and bring her on the panel temporarily for her to speak and ask her question. And then when she's done, she goes back into the room and off the panel.
Okay, so you have to be invited up. So you can't type in a chat box or anything like that to ask anybody a question.
No, they would raise their hand and then it says invite to speak and you click invite to speak. And then when they're done, you remove back to audience kind of thing.
Okay. So, it is audio only, right? Which I kind of like because, maybe we should move Java to Jen and Jess on there, Jess, and I don't have to put my face on every Friday morning.
Right.
Just roll out of bed and start talking.
That's an amazing idea.
Yeah, we're going to have to get an iPhone, Jess.
Anyways.
So it is audio only. So do you see, again, for those who are not on it, do you see photos? Do you get to, how are you interacting with others and gaining followers? Do they have their pictures, bios, profiles?
Yeah, there's full profiles and there's even classes. That's kind of the cool thing about it is, like Steven said, it's not just real estate related, but what's cool is when you join, they kind of have classes that you can join in the beginning. I think the one that I went to was We Drop Gems. And all they do is teach you about Clubhouse. So you go into that first and they teach you how to set up your profile, how to start a room, how to be interactive. So they kind of teach you everything, which is really cool. And it definitely gives you kind of information to the best way to set up your profile so it gets the most views and the most likes and what information to put on them and kind of what picture to use. Or don't use a stale picture, use a fun picture, different things like that because put your emojis all to the left and then put all the information because it makes it look cleaner. So there's a lot of great information that they give you in the beginning. And so in the 7 days I've been on it, I mean, I did my profile. I went into that the first week, and I'm on it every day. I mean, again, I'm not a national speaker by any means, but I have quite a few followers and I'm following quite a few. And a lot of it has to do with, I think, what you put on your profile and what you're really looking for, because you can put on there like what I'd like to get out of Clubhouse and put some different things. And then people that kind of are like-minded will follow you. And then you get information of like when one of them is starting a room. Like, let's say you're following a certain group of people. When they start a room or they're in a room, you get a notification so you can go in there. Or if you're in a room, you can ping someone to come, into a room. So there's definitely classes or rooms, should I say, not classes. There's rooms where you can learn all about how to set everything up, how to utilize it, how to get the most out of it. Instead of just kind of going in and going blind, it's really good to kind of take that class first and really make sure that you're kind of using it to the best. And that's what they're there for. So I would always suggest going into one of those rooms first and learning how to best utilize it and set everything up.
All right, Stephen, as a real estate agent, how have you found Clubhouse beneficial to your business, or have you?
Yeah, it's been really great. So one of my pillars of business that I focus on is agent-to-agent referrals. We live in a Tampa area. We're getting tons of relocations and people moving here. So I go into these real estate mastermind groups and I listen to who's talking, and I will go click on their profile, read a little bit about them, connect with them on different platforms. You can put your Twitter or your Instagram link in your profile. Those are the only two that you're allowed to link currently. So I'll click on their Instagram, I'll add them, and then send them a direct message through Instagram. Hey, thank you so much for connecting on Clubhouse. I love what you had to say. Follow me back, and let's create that relationship. And so I start that relationship through not only through Clubhouse, but then I feed into Instagram, and then I end up taking and connecting with them on that platform for future referral business.
I love it.
Lori, have you found a benefit from, as a title rep, have you found benefit for your business?
Of course, absolutely. So the kind of cool thing is with all the different rooms, you can kind of, there's a marketing room, there's a real estate room, there's a, new agent room, things like that. So I'll pick and choose kind of what I go in and listen to. And then obviously I think the biggest point of it is to try to be as interactive as you can, as long as that's what they're looking for. So if they're asking questions, raise your hand and speak, be interactive. And I've definitely had some agents, throughout Florida that have messaged me and asked me questions and things like that. So, and then I've started a room, right? So Jen and I, we did a room and invited some, top producers and gave some nuggets and got a ton of followers just from kind of starting the room. Yeah. So absolutely, it has definitely benefited me. Even honestly, just learning wise or education wise, I mean, some of the information I've gotten and really the needs of real estate agents, right? I might get some information from an agent that maybe I never would have, spoke to, that's down in Fort Lauderdale, that's, spilling all kind of great things of what they're looking for. And then I can take that back and kind of, intertwine that with my business or, that sort of thing. So it definitely has helped, and I'm super excited to continue on with it. So, yeah.
So I have one last question. How do you find rooms that would interest you? So when I signed on, I get a lot of rooms that might interest me, but it's not something that I necessarily want to sit there and join or listen in on. So how do you customize it to where you're really only being shown, and you're only in the notifications, by the way, I've got to figure out how to adjust those. They are off the chain. But how do you customize it to where you're only getting notifications and only seeing the rooms that you want to be in?
So in the beginning, when you're setting up your profile, it'll say interests, and there's like probably 50 of them. So in the beginning, I probably, like you, was like, oh, I love music. Oh, I love traveling. Oh, yep. I love this. And then all of a sudden, all the rooms were everything that I had interest in. So I went back and kind of took a lot of that out. Now you can put that stuff in your profile, like, you know, passionate for music and so, whatever. But on the things that say interest, that's typically how, what I've seen so far is how the information comes up, or the rooms that are available to you. So like I've had to go in and adjust that and tweak it. So I'm just kind of all real estate related, real estate and marketing, so that everything that comes up on mine for the most part is real estate and marketing. Is that kind of what you do?
Yeah. I selected a whole bunch of interests because I didn't want to look boring. So I was like, oh, somebody's going to see this. And if my interest is real estate only, they're like, God, she's a dud. So I guess they don't see it. So, okay.
I have a question. Stephen, were you going to talk? I'm sorry.
No, I was going to show you guys that you can mute your notifications. So the other day I was like in an appointment and my phone just kept on ringing, and I was just like, I'm so sorry, I joined this Clubhouse. It opened up a really great conversation with the client that I was with, but you are able to pause your notifications on there. I'm trying to pull up my Clubhouse.
Yeah, I have mine paused. They don't come up. It's just when I look, I can see them.
So you can see here that you can hit notifications and swipe it over. So
okay, so it's in the app.
It's
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question, even though I'm not on this app, and I have a question. So can you have multiple profiles? So could you create like a professional and then like a personal, or do you guys know?
But why?
Yeah, I think you'd want all your followers
I'm
under
just
one.
curious. I don't know if it's just very good to have both for business and personal. It doesn't matter.
I don't think so.
It overlap. And one of the groups that was talking about being your authentic self in your personal life and your business life. We, with the platforms of social media and stuff, is that there's an overlap of people who want to work with you based off of things that you like and you being likable.
Right.
So you kind of want to have a healthy balance of work and what you're passionate about in your business. So I don't think in this specific platform, it's not like a Facebook where you have like your personal Facebook and then like a business page. I think that this kind of platform would be beneficial, just having one and kind of picking and choosing what you're most.
I love it. Yeah, that's good.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Jess, any other questions?
No, I'm just I'll have to contemplate about getting an iPhone now. I think I don't know.
Or an iPad. If you have an iPad,
I'm kind of feeling left out right now. No.
I know, we want to invite you to a room. Come on, Jess. We'll give you an invite. Come on. Come to the other side.
You know what, Jess? If you go get an iPhone, I will give my invite to you.
Ooh.
She's letting J-Lo
I know.
for you.
I am more important than J-Lo? Oh my gosh.
But I know you were not going to go get an iPhone, so.
That was kind of a
yeah, it's kind of a gift that it gave.
We'll table that.
All right, fair enough. Oh, speaking of giving it, do I have to give away my invite in order to get more?
Yes, you do.
All right, J-Lo, you need to call me soon, girl.
Give it away. Give it away. By the way, I do have something to say. I have reservations at Show Bar tonight.
Do you really?
Actually, yeah, Stephen and I do, with some other friends at 9:00.
What?
So we're actually really excited to go.
Yeah.
Tell us all about it after it's done.
We'll let you know how it is.
Is that an invite?
Well, you were already on the invite. I thought that's why you said, I just might be there this weekend.
No, I actually was thinking about
you're
going.
already included, love.
Okay, well, find us tonight at the Show Bar. So thank you guys so much for coming on and taking the time to inform us all about Clubhouse.
Thank you.
We're excited to dive more into it.
Yes. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Awesome. Well, I learned a lot. That's great. It's definitely a pretty cool app. Like I said, I've dibbled and dabbled a little bit in it so far. So definitely got some great information from the two of them, especially how to turn off these notifications.
I love the concept, by the way. I love the way that it's inviting engagement and like in authenticity. Like I love the way it's just inviting that, because I feel like it's just a really, really cool, gathering app. And so I think it's going to take off. And I don't know if it takes off really well. I'm sure they'll open it up to people like me. But until then, I might have to invest in an iPad. I'm just saying.
Wouldn't be a bad thing.
Okay.
Well, I'm so glad to be back. So glad to be doing the show again. So glad to see your face. We thank everybody for watching this week. And we will definitely see you next Friday. And I will be coming to you next Friday from a different city. So stay tuned for that.
What? Well, in that case, let's go. Have a great weekend.
Bye, everyone.
Yes.